Hey, just wanted to give a quick heads up before we get the ball rolling here. There will be spoilers, so be very wary of Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers and potentially Warframe spoilers if anybody even plays that game still. Alright, enjoy.
Hi everyone, welcome to Always Angry and Yelling. I am Robert, and this is my co-host,
Kwesi.
and this is a podcast where we're very angry and we yell a lot because we're angry at lots of things.
Like right now, we're angry and yelling. Always.
Yeah, even though you can't tell because we just tried to record the intro and it fucked up. This is first episode, going well.
Already starting on a hot start here.
So this is our first episode, trying something new with this podcast. We're a couple of friends that always talk for hours at a time, just shitting on whatever the topic is. And we thought, hey, this would be funny if people actually listen to this.
Oh my god, if people actually listen to this, I don't know what to think.
It's fine. I hope they can relate to our anger and be like, yes, I'm angry about that too.
Oh yes. We're going to be ranging in topics. It's not going to be anything specific. It's just whatever is going to be on our minds. But today, our topics are going to revolve around video games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody likes video games. Hey, see, look at that. Look at us.
Except for politicians.
In sync.
They don't like video games.
Yeah, because... Oh, man. Let's not go into that. We'll leave that for because we can go on. I was already ready. I pulled out the gun and I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, wait, no, let me put the gun back.
First topic. Video game series I hold very dear to my heart. One of my favorite video game series. Kingdom Hearts 3. Talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. Because the release and me playing Kingdom Hearts 3 was a very awful experience.
Mm.
Let me start. Oh, let me start at the beginning. Okay, so first of all, this game was horribly rushed.
Oh man! Wait, but before you go on, because I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts. I played like the first one for maybe 2 hours when I was like 10 years old or whatever it came out. From what I remember, Kingdom Hearts 3 took a long time to come out. What do you mean it was horribly rushed?
I get they were working on it for a long... I think they, switched engines, and they had, to start over or something, and the director was focusing on Final Fantasy 15 while Kingdom Hearts 3 was going on. So he, flip-flop between projects or just focused mainly on 15. Their problem was they announced it so early, back in, I don't know, 2010, something like that. And what is it, 2019?
Yeah, about 9 years.
So these motherfuckers were like, hey, we understand the game's not done. Square Enix said this. We understand the game's not done, but we want this motherfucker out. We want our money, even though the game was not even close to finished.
Contractual agreements would dictate that they get this product out under a given amount of time, though. That's how it works. That's how we end up with games like Destiny that suffered the same thing, where it's like, I don't even want to talk about Destiny yet. That's a whole story in and of itself.
This game, horribly unfinished. There were plot holes which are gonna fill in with DLC, may I add.
Hold on. So they took 9+ years to make the game and still had enough plot holes in it that they had to release DLC to fix it.
Yes.
Oh, no.
They're gonna release DLC to fix the plot holes. So I'm gonna explain one part of how it was rushed. So you know how Sora and Gang go to worlds and they help fix the problem in the world? That was the plot of the movie for that world, right?
Mm-hmm.
So tell me why most of these worlds, Sora and Gang are just fucking off while the plot is still going on in that world in Kingdom Hearts 3. Sora and Gang, they'll be separate from the characters of that world, do a fight or two by themselves, or just be lost. And the plot would progress for the world. You don't really get to see anything happen for example, the Tangled world.
Mm-hmm.
You help Rapunzel and Flynn to escort them to the city. Donald and Goofy then fuck off and do whatever. And then the whole thing where Rapunzel is being fucked with her mother and thinks Flynn's betrayed her. Flynn goes to jail. Rapunzel gets taken back to the tower. Flynn escapes jail to save Rapunzel. Sora and gang miss all that. You see parts of it through a cutscene. You know, if you haven't seen Tangled, you wouldn't know what the fuck was going on.
Wait, so what were they doing?
They were like they're like fighting things. I don't even know what they were fighting. They were just fighting. They weren't integrated into the plot of the story at all. They just escorted them, and that was it. And they were like, we should go check on Rapunzel's tower, because it's like, you think they had to figure out Rapunzel was there? And then they even help save the day, which they usually do. They just like, there's a giant Heartless now, let's fight it. And then that's it. Happy ending for that play.
I'm assuming that the other games, they would actually dive into the plot.
Yes, they were very integrated into the plot. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Mulan, they helped fight the one bad guy multiple times.
I think I remember someone playing through a Lion King part, and Sora was
Lion King.
Yeah, Sora was like...
You helped find Simba, you convinced him to go back to the Pride Lands, and you helped fight Scar.
Scar, yeah, I remember seeing that.
You were very, like, throughout the entire Lion King movie, you were in it, just throughout, and helped progress the whole thing. That was the same thing throughout Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2. Kingdom Hearts 3, the only thing I'd say they were integrated in was the Monster Inc. world, but it wasn't based off the movie. It was took after place of the movie, and the Toy Story world, which both didn't take place during a movie. It was its own separate thing.
Oh, it was like a side story kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was, but like, I can see that all the other ones, like the Frozen, the Tangled, I forgot what other fucking worlds in there, because I like burned them from my memory, but Sora and gang were just fucking off while the plot fucking just happened by itself. And that made me so angry, because people who didn't even watch the movies would not know what was going on at all.
But how many people are buying Kingdom Hearts and don't know anything about those Disney movies? Like, what's that
that's
crossover,
a good point.
You know?
Yeah.
But even so, if they've already established that they've had integral parts of those stories in the previous games, I don't understand why they wouldn't continue that trend in the third.
I just feel like, since the movies were basically the same thing in most, if not all, the previous Kingdom Hearts games, I expected them to be the same in Kingdom Hearts 3. Where the movie was retold to you, but with these three motherfuckers in it.
Right.
Sora, Donald, and Goofy. And it just wasn't like that. It's just, Sora, Donald, and Goofy fucking off, and then just entire chunks of that world's movie just evaporated into air. And it just happened. Yeah, and like I said, they didn't even help fight the main bad guy in those movies. The Tangled and Frozen didn't fight the main bad guy. It happened how it did in the movie. Exactly how it did. And then the organization was like, we'll take this person's heart, make it a Heartless, and then Sora fought that Heartless.
Oh. That does sound super underwhelming.
It was very underwhelming, because I would love to fucking beat the shit out of Rapunzel's mother, beat the shit out of
come here, you old bitch, let me beat the shit out of you. Like, oh my god.
Or like help break Flynn Rider out of jail or whatever. Or
you want to beat women and break dudes out of jail? What is wrong with you?
I mean, that's basically what you do in the other Kingdom Hearts games.
You beat women and take people out of jail in Kingdom Hearts? I mean, no wonder people like it.
Exactly. It's GTA, but for kids. Incels.
Kingdom Hearts breeding incels. You heard it here, folks.
Yeah, it's just, it was like, why is this world even here? It's just make it its own thing. If Sora, Donald, and Goofy are progressing their own like Kingdom Hearts plot and fighting shit. Why even have the Disney World there?
'Cause money?
Yeah. Also, because it was rushed, they didn't have much Final Fantasy things, and I don't even think they had a single Final Fantasy character in Kingdom Hearts 3. And the entire premise of Kingdom Hearts is Final Fantasy mixed with Disney. I mean, I get most of it is based around Disney worlds, but there was like one distinct world that was its own thing with a bunch of Final Fantasy characters in there, and maybe some Final Fantasy characters were sprinkled out through the Disney worlds. There was none of that in Kingdom Hearts 3, and arguably, the Final Fantasy characters were the best part of the Kingdom Hearts games.
Really?
Like, the best characters. Yeah, because they had their own, like, side story. They were more distinguished and unique compared to the Disney characters, and there were some cool-ass fucking fights. Like, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, Sephiroth was the secret boss fight. That fight was the best fight in Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2. And, like, the whole subplot of Cloud and Sephiroth was going on from Kingdom Hearts 1 to Kingdom Hearts 2, and it just wasn't there in Kingdom Hearts 3. And because it ended on a cliffhanger in Kingdom Hearts 2. It made me so mad.
It's probably going to be DLC then, if they even do
that.
Fucking...
There's definitely gonna be another Kingdom Hearts game. They better continue it in Kingdom Hearts 4, or whatever the next one's gonna be called. But yeah, there's just no Final Fantasy stuff. The only Final Fantasy thing was the Moogles, which are the usual shopkeepers of the game. Fuck, this made me so angry. The plot of Kingdom Hearts 3, when you start off, Sora has lost his powers from the previous game, which was Dream Drop Distance, because some fuckery with his heart. And he's lost his powers, so he becomes a, like, powerless idiot and can barely fight. And then he gets this new power called Attractions, which is like a Disney, you, like, summon forth a Disney attraction to beat the shit out of stuff.
Right, I remember seeing some people with that, playing that.
It's like, oh, this is cool. I was like, oh, you got the spinning pirate ship, you got the teacups, you got the Splash Mountain, and you got the VR shooting game. Okay, what else you got? Oh, that's it? And I get to see this every time I fight? Huh. This became boring at the second Disney World.
Oh no.
Holy shit. Like, there was another one that happened, like, twice throughout the game, which was a train that shot guns. Well, it shot out of its fucking, steam thing, like steam cannon, whatever. But, there was like 4 or 5 fucking attractions that you could use, and you saw those, like, every fucking fight. It just became not special at all, and repetitive.
So they added something new, and they force-fed it to you constantly.
Yes.
Wait, could you just choose not to have the, like, animation going off? Okay.
Which I did. I just didn't do it at sometimes, because, like, I don't want to keep seeing this. And I want to actually fight instead of sit there and be a dickhead and keep, like, spinning or moving around like an asshole.
Random roller coaster comes through.
Also, they took away one of the best mechanics in Kingdom Hearts 2, which were reaction commands. And it made the game so much fun and made every fight unique. And they have no excuse of, oh, Sora lost his powers, because this motherfucker got this power out of nowhere in Kingdom Hearts 2 after he was fucking asleep for a year. He just woke up and was like, oh, I'm a badass now.
Wait, so explain to me, because I don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts, what a reaction power or moves, whatever the hell that is.
Okay, so let me explain what Sora was asleep. So from Kingdom Hearts 1, he fucked off in like a land of darkness to a castle that was like a maze. A witch fucked up his memories. So he had to be put to sleep so the witch could fix his memories, and he was asleep for a year. He woke up, and then all of a sudden, he could do these reaction commands and be a fucking badass while fighting.
And reaction commands are... Okay, there we go.
Reaction commands are when an enemy does a certain action, you can press the reaction command button, which is triangle on PlayStation, to do a certain move that's specific to that character. Like, the large bodies would slide towards you. You press triangle to bounce the motherfucker back and use it as a weapon. There's this Heartless that used lasers. You could grab the motherfucker and make a giant-ass laser all around you and destroy everything in your path. Like, every single reaction to every single enemy was unique in its own way, and it made every fight unique and fun, and it made you feel like a badass. And they just stripped that away. It went kaput.
Yeah, even because they put the attractions. Who needs reactions when you have attractions?
I mean, that's probably why, because it's the same button first of all.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But I'd rather have the fun thing where it's unique every time than the thing that repeats itself every 4 or 5 times.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh yeah, flashing colors, and yeah, fun. It's like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, look pretty.
Yeah.
Look at this new thing we added.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, look at all these colors that they added to this game. Wow. I'm spinning and beating the shit out of things. It's so pretty.
Like, oh, God.
They literally just shoved it in your face about how how out there it was. But it just wasn't, it just stopped being fun after like 10 times.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, there's no reason why, for one, there's no reason why Sora should have lost the reaction commands, because it was a pure skill. It was not magic related at all, which I think they kept saying Sora lost all of his magic powers or abilities, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they said he, got less skillful. I could be wrong.
Maybe they retconned it to be a magic command or some shit.
I don't know. It doesn't take magic to just grab a fucking thing and use it as all a gun. What the fuck? And how the fuck did Sora get attractions in the first place? It literally happened, the first world, out of fucking nowhere. It's like, oh, there's a fucking, I think he even did it before that. It's like, you fight the Rock Titan, the Hercules world. He summons a giant fucking train in the air and starts shooting at it. Okay. Literally does this unprompted, does not gain it any other way. He literally just pulls it out of his ass. And then he does it for the rest of the game.
Well, there you go. That's all you need.
It's just,
he's a fucking badass. He doesn't need reaction commands. He can just pull the fucking train out of his asshole.
Granted, Sora pulls a lot of things out of his ass, but that was the most lackluster thing he's pulled out of his ass in a long time.
I don't know, pulling a whole fucking train out of your ass seems kind of...
I mean, he does it like twice throughout the game. Oh yeah, another thing I'm fucking pissed about. The Frozen world, they really sucked Frozen's dick with the Frozen world.
Really?
Because
like everybody in the world has done it?
Yes, they actually played the songs, or 2 of the songs from the movie.
Like the whole thing or some shit?
They did the whole thing of Let It Go as a cutscene. And as a high-quality cutscene, may I add. They gave it a high-quality cutscene, and Sora Down Goofy's like, oh wow, she's singing about her feelings! I was like, I really understand her. Elsa now because she's sung about her feelings. It's like, what the fuck?
They put that in for the people who don't know shit about Disney movies that so happen to be playing Kingdom Hearts and haven't watched Frozen. That'd be like me. That'd be like for me. So that'd be like my first exposure to the whole song because I only hear like snippets and I've never watched the movie. So that was for the casuals. Like that was for the me's.
That was to suck Frozen's dick as Frozen made them a lot of money. Because why didn't they include other songs from in the other worlds from the other movies? Like, I would love Hercules songs.
Frozen is the shit, apparently.
Wasn't Tangled really popular too? They didn't have any Tangled songs.
Frozen, bruh.
But Frozen, we gotta have Frozen music because Frozen made us so much money.
Let it go.
You shut the fuck up right now. Also, another thing. They played the song, Do You Want to Build a Snowman? On top of a character speaking some plot. And you couldn't hear anything they were saying.
Hey, can y'all stop singing over there? I need some exposition. Hey, please, can y'all...
It was Elsa's sister talking about how they were kids and whatnot, and they were fucking doing a flashback to her Anna fucking singing "Do You Want to Build a Snowman" to Elsa, but she was still explaining the plot. On top of that, you couldn't hear shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
It's like, oh yes, me and Elsa were sisters. We had a horrible accident. Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go with me. Like,
oh my gosh.
Like, whoever did the, sound editing or put that thing together needs to be fired, hanged on the streets, and then castrated while they're hanging there. Like,
sounds excessive.
You were so fucking... No. They did a bad job. Okay. They need repercussions for their bad job, Kwesi. Okay, you don't understand.
Oh my gosh.
This game made me very angry. Oh, okay, so the entire plot of the game is Sora's trying to get this power called the Power of Waking, which he tried to get the last game but failed. So now he's out on this adventure to try to get it.
Okay.
So he's going off to these worlds to try to find his lost powers and try to discover the Power of Waking. The Power of Waking is waking someone's sleeping heart, and he's trying to find the Warriors of Light, wake them up, so they can help fight in the end battle against Xehanort and the Forces of Darkness.
Okay.
So he's trying to find this towards the end of the game. Okay, so they go and wake them up, even though Sora technically does not have the Power of Waking. So, through these secret notes he can find, turns out that Power of Waking isn't like the person doing it. It just happens when say someone's heart is trapped, and then their friends are in danger. If they're in so much danger that they're about to die, that person's heart will reawaken and go and save their friends. And that's basically the Power of Awakening. I could be wrong, but that really seemed like it and how they explained it in the secret notes. Which means Sora didn't need to find the fucking Power of Awakening in the first place.
It just equips, basically.
Yeah, because there's like 3 hearts in Sora besides his own. And so he goes off and tries to give one of the words Light Star Hearts, because that's the heart, that's one of the hearts in Sora. And one of their friends comes along. So the Warrior of Light's friend gets their ass beat, he's about to die. The fucking heart shoots from Sora into the dude's body and goes and saves their friend. And that happens another time, just like that. It's like, Sora didn't need to find shit. And Sora doesn't even need the power. It's not even like a real power, it's just, you really need to do this thing to save your friends. And that's what Sora does throughout the entire series of Kingdom Hearts. Sora was sent on such a pointless journey for nothing. It was just such a dumb fucking plot. Oh yeah, they took away the threateningness of the main bad guys, which is Organization 13. Because in Kingdom Hearts 2, they introduced Organization 13, as an entity, because they were in previous games, but you didn't know who the fuck they were, but they announced themselves in Kingdom Hearts 2. And they're, actually menacing, because you have no idea what the fuck they're doing, and they're really powerful. Their boss fights are really powerful, and they're just menacing throughout the entire game. In Kingdom Hearts 3, they took that all the way. Now it's in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's oh shit, who the fuck are you? You make me very uncomfortable. I just want you gone, or I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Kingdom Hearts 3, it's all comical. It's oh, Organization 13? What are you guys doing here? You're up to no good again, aren't you? The Sword Center waving his little fingers, you need to get out of here. This ain't your world. Stop meddling.
It's like Dora and Swiper.
Yeah, exactly.
No swiping.
It was literally that Sword Center's fucking Organization no swiping, because they're sitting there trying to take people's parts or whatever. It's they just lost all their, what's the word I'm looking for, all their menacingness. There's just sort of being annoyed at their presence the entire game.
He's look, I'm tired of the bullshit. Can y'all just fuck off, please?
Literally that. Even though they actually kill people en masse, Sora's like, nah, get the
Massive
fuck out of here.
genocide. Can y'all just relax, please? I'm not here for that. I'm not here for it today. I'm gonna need y'all to stop.
Exactly. It's like,
hey, I need that energy in my life. Someone's getting murdered in front of me. Hey, I'm gonna need you to stop sticking your knife in that person's chest. Please. You just not.
You're at it again.
I need you. Come on.
I thought I taught you this the last time. You don't stab people.
Didn't I kick your ass last time? Come back over here. Let me give you another 1-2.
That was Sora's mood throughout most of the game. And then at the end of the game, he gets his ass beat and he's sitting there crying and screaming because all his friends are dead. But, look, oh man.
He's sitting there crying and screaming because all his friends are dead. It's just
okay.
It's just how he said it. It's too good.
So at the end battle, you fight all the organization, right? One of the main members comes back because some bullshit I don't feel like explaining because Kingdom Hearts is complicated and it takes a long time to explain. So he comes, kicks, like, what is it, like 9 of their asses all by himself, and then fucking Sora, and he takes their hearts. Sora has to go and save all their hearts with the Power Waking, even though the Power Waking at that point was he just had to beat literally the heartless version of the Grim Reaper and take their hearts back. How the fuck is that the Power Awakening? Also, he just beat the shit out of something multiple times to take someone's heart back.
Hey, give it back! Give it back! Yeah, if you beat the shit out of somebody to give something back, they'll give it back to you.
No, they called it the Power Awakening. No, it's the Power Awakening, Kwesi, to beat the shit out of something and take it back. Yeah.
Oh, man, you stole my shit. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, damn, take it back.
So after Sora takes all these hearts back, for some reason time just fucking rewinds.
Okay.
And it makes no sense. So the same thing happens. Well, the same thing's about to happen. The guy's about to kick all the asses, and then fucking something intervenes. I was like, how the fuck did this happen from rewinding time to now this motherfucker's gonna intervene and save y'all? What difference happened? It's like, did he sense Sora using the Power Awakening? Huh?
I said, Sora got some balls. He just...
No, Sora didn't do shit to save anyone. This other motherfucker, out of nowhere, canned and saved them all, including Sora. That's after time has rewinded. How the fuck did he know to do that? What has changed so he would do that when they rewind the time?
Yo, DLC will explain it all, dude. DLC is your savior.
I doubt they're gonna explain that. But I guess he said, "Oh, Sora used the Power Awakening. Guess I gotta go help him." Oh man! Also, most if not all the boss fights were very lackluster. You just sit there and beat the shit out of it. That's all it really was.
I thought that was the whole gist of that game, though.
But I felt like in previous games, bosses had mechanics and whatnot. And like I said, in Kingdom Hearts 2, there was the reaction command, which you did with the bosses, which made it like unique, and you didn't just beat the shit out of it. You had to strategize.
Right.
In
so you're saying this was like Dynasty Warriors, like the old Dynasty Warriors, where you could just mash a button.
You sit there and smack the shit out of it. In Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, the only time I could think you didn't do that was the ending area fights, and maybe like 1 or 2 boss fights within the game. It was very disappointing. So they crammed so many good boss fights at the end, which was all the Organization 13 members, which was kind of fun, actually. The best part of the game was the ending, but you just fought bosses constantly. You would fight 3 bosses at once, multiple times.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it was fun, and like a lot of plot progressed during that time. It was actually, the ending was the best part of Kingdom Hearts 3. It was just very fun.
Just the build to it was annoying and a bunch of...
the build was such a crawl. for nothing. Sora didn't need to go to these worlds, Disney worlds at all. All the Sora had to do was, like, find Aqua. And then literally after they found Aqua, the plot just fucking fast forward. So fucking much. Stupid.
So what you're saying is that the Disney time this time was just to get the dollars. There was no integration with it. It was just because they did it before and they said, hey, we got to do it again. Who gives a hell? People will buy it because of these Disney characters, kind of thing. Yeah, it's gonna be for the kids. It's gonna be like those kids who didn't play the first two, who are young, and they want them to buy it. So it's like, yeah, let's put Frozen, the whole song that people like to sing. They'll like this. It'll be fine.
I feel they really casualized at Kingdom Hearts 3, and
because there's a whole different audience buying it. Like, for you, it's totally different than for who they're marketing towards. They're marketing towards, the 8-year-olds and, 12-year-olds, that age range.
Not crazy. The game was made specifically for me, and I'm angry. It was made specifically for me, and everyone...
And they didn't put what I wanted in it, and I'm going to argue on the internet about it.
Exactly. That's me and every other 20 to 30-year-old that played the game.
What happened to Pokemon? Why is Pokemon not the way that I remembered?
Also, casualizing the game just to have a broader audience is bullshit. Because
I agree, but...
I played the first and second Kingdom Hearts game when I was 10 years old, and I had a blast. I even fought the secret bosses, and I had a tough time, but I eventually beat them. It's like little kids playing a casualized game. The casualizing game so little kids can play it is bullshit.
Yeah.
I was a little kid and I played Dark Souls. Shut the fuck up about casualized games to have a broader audience. I played Dark Souls, Demon Souls. I say Demon Souls came out in 2006 or 5.
Damn.
And I played that.
Damn, that means I was a kid too.
Yeah, I was a little fucking kid. And I played that shit. I was like, what's fucking people's excuses for casualizing the game series?
It's more geared towards people who don't play video games naturally than people who already have been established playing a video game. So it's more for the people who only watch the movies, right? And they hear about, video games, and this video game's coming out. Oh, let's buy this and see if I like it because it has things that I like in it. That's what they're trying to broaden their audience. So for you who has already played the game, it's oh yeah, but you're a gamer. We expect you to try to play this even though you're a child. It's more for the people who've never touched a controller and have to look at the face buttons and go, oh, where's the square button? Oh, it's on the left. And the triangle is right here. It's the people who have to hold the controller in their face next to the screen as they're playing,
Well, I think those people need a daily dose of get the fuck good and play on the easiest difficulty because they're fucking babies. And I don't want game developers to hold their fucking hand to play their game so they can make a quick buck.
Oh, man. Or in Kingdom Hearts' case, a really, 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 really long buck.
Yeah. Fucking Long Kong, that shit.
Yeah, and DLC.
Oh, they're gonna have DLC. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna hate myself, but I'm gonna buy and play it. I'm gonna complain about it the entire time, even though I paid money to play it. So much bullshit. And then the ending was a nice cliffhanger. I don't understand how most of the people in Organization 13 were even in Organization 13 still. Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess because they're nobodies, they had no feelings, so only bad feelings or something, I don't know. Or no feelings at all, and they had no remorse. But, they had goals for being in there, they had their own reasons for being in the organization. Mm-hmm. The leader of the organization was literally I'm gonna summon Kingdom Hearts and just fucking wipe the universe and reform. Just literally calls the Big Bang, but he gets no control over it. He just wants to see what happens after the Big Bang happens again.
Okay.
Like,
let me just do this shit, cause I don't know what the fuck the end result's gonna be, but let me just fucking do it.
He literally just wanted to see what would happen.
I wonder what would happen if I just fucking Big Bang the world again. Let's see.
And that literally just contradicts whatever the fuck the other members want. It made no sense. Like, one wanted to do fucking research he couldn't normally do, which was like experimenting on hearts or whatever. The other one wanted to like find his lost sister or try to find this lost girl that was in a cage in his castle. It was like, how the fuck is you helping this motherfucker wipe the entire existence of everything and restart it? Help you do that?
Yeah, they probably didn't think too far into it.
They really did not. Did not at all.
Or maybe he lied to them. Wait, were they aware that he was trying to Big Bang?
They were. I'm not sure if they're aware he was trying to Big Bang. I think a few of them knew, but they were literally a version of him, so it didn't really matter.
Okay.
But they knew he was trying some Kingdom Hearts. I don't think they knew why, but they knew he was doing it. But
that game sounds fucking confusing as hell.
It is very complex, and you need to know every fucking game and movie or whatever to understand the lore. Like, I don't even fully understand it, but I'm still, like, trying to catch up on the phone game, which is... They do so much lore in the phone game, which I hate. But I think I'm done shitting Kingdom Hearts for now. You can go ahead and talk about... I've been ranting for, like, over half an hour.
Yes, you have.
You go ahead and shit on your game.
Well, originally, I was going to talk about Red Dead Redemption 2 because of our wonderful conversation that we had about it. But this time, I decided, because I just started playing it again, because an update has hit the consoles recently, I was going to start talking about Warframe and just a couple of things that have been very confusing. So I gotta start with some explanation so you understand where I'm coming from. Back in the day in Warframe, there used to be these keys, and these keys were used to go inside of this void area, and in this void area, you would just try to find parts, like prime parts for better Warframes, better guns, all that fun stuff, and you would just have a whole bunch of keys to do this. The problem is that the developers decided to dilute the drop tables so much and add so many new things that it was hard to continue to add stuff, because you'd go in and certain levels will have 20 different things you can get out of one rotation and one key. So you can spend 20 minutes trying to get to the third rotation, and you have a 1 in 20 chance of getting the thing. And it's not even a true 1 in 20. It's like a 1 in 20-ish, because there's percentages of, this is more common, and this is super rare. So you have 20 items, and not an even true 1 in 20 chance of getting the items. You're probably going to get the common item all the time. So they had this system in, and they started to realize, look, these keys are getting out of hand. There's way too much stuff in these keys. We're going to break the whole system and redo it. But in the meantime, before we do that, what we're going to have to do is start rotating things out. So what happened is they came up with this idea to vault certain things. So the oldest thing that came out, like say they got the first Prime Warframe that came out, they decided this Warframe, whatever weapon that came with it and whatever that came with it, we're going to vault like these 2-3 things, put the new thing in, and we're going to just keep doing that. And that thing's going to be gone, like, quote unquote, forever. They ended up making a new system, which was nice. The new system was to me, it was a bit better. Like, at first it was really weird, but they just replaced whatever keys you had with these things called relics. The relics had all the relics had, like, their own little unique drop table, and they would tell you what's common and what's rare. Because before, you would have to search the internet to figure this stuff out because they would not tell you anything. So a bunch of data miners and stuff, they would just go in and try to figure out all these little things that the devs weren't telling you. But they put the relic system in, pretty much removing the need to vault anything because they could just make new relics with their own drop tables so anything could be there. But for some reason, to this day, they're still vaulting warframes and weapons. And I don't understand what the hell they're doing it for, because they had an excuse before, oh, we need the space for the drop tables. And even then, that wasn't a good excuse, because what they would do is they would put it under one rotation, and there was 2 other rotations they could have put stuff in. But they wanted to make stuff super rare, so they would super dilute the tables. And not just that, they wouldn't just put, like, the prime parts and, like, the stuff people are looking for. They would put random stuff in there, too, like, here's a mod, here's some credits, here's this random dumb thing you don't want. And it diluted the tables even more. So it's like, you're intentionally diluting the tables, then you're intentionally putting things in a part of the table that already has 15 other items, and then you want to vault stuff on top of that. Like, I get the idea they want people to pay, or like, I don't know what it is, but they started to re-release the vaulted stuff, and it's like, oh, limited time, we are on vaulting this and that. You can buy that for like $40 or however much it actually costs, because I don't really look into it because I already have a lot of that stuff. But it's like, okay, why? Why are you doing this? Because during that time, what they do is that they unvault, and then it's like, either you can buy it, or you can try to farm for these relics that are out only for this limited time. And it's like, why is it limited? Why are you limiting our time now? Why is it not just in the game all the time? It's stuff that you had sitting there for forever, and then you figured, hey, we can make money off of people. Yeah. Let's just keep these things vaulted instead of, going back on having shit vaulted and just going, okay, we made the new system. The system works. Here's all your stuff. We're not going to vault stuff anymore. Boom, easy.
I think they're trying to make people feel pressured for when things are unvaulted. They're like, oh man, I have to buy this, or it's going to be gone forever again.
Yeah, or, oh, I have to farm for this, and if I don't have time to farm for this, then I'm screwed and I have to buy it. And that sucks, because to me, I'm an older player. It doesn't matter. I've been playing since the game came out, so I have most, if not all, this crap. It sucks for like a newer player, because it's like they don't know what they're getting into. They're like, because I was playing earlier, and I forgot what I was using, but someone was just like, hey, where'd you get that thing? And I was like, oh, this weapon is currently vaulted. I don't know when it's going to come back, but yeah, you're going to they're like, how do you get it? I was like, you're either going to have to buy it off of somebody, trade it off of somebody, or wait for it to get unvaulted. Like, I can't help you. Like, I wish I could, but this is just how the game is right now. Like, they've pretty much screwed any newer player from getting anything that they might want, because they're dickheads. Mm-hmm. I get it. That's a free sale right there, but at the same time, it's like, really? You're just screwing people over, like, and there's no reason to have stuff vaulted at all. Not, at least not anymore.
It's just a free game developer trying to squeeze as much money as they can.
Yeah,
out
and
of
it's
their
just
end-game currency, whatever.
Doesn't make sense. Other than that, what else is kind of... So, they added these open worlds, and they had all this hype and press about it, and it's like, ooh, we have open worlds now. Ooh, Warframe has an open world. We're not just a looter shooter. We can just chill out and do some random activities and all that stuff. Kind of like how Destiny has their little hub worlds that you can just go and farm materials and do all these bounties and stuff. They kind of had the same thing, right? But it was and still kind of is the most boring shit you could ever do. And this is coming from someone playing a looter shooter. Like, of course shit's going to get boring. You're going to be farming shit. But the farm in this is like so mind-numbing. You have so many different resources you have to get. There's fishing, there's mining, then they introduced these different guns you can get, and the only way you can upgrade these guns or these melee weapons that they also added, you have to fish and mine. So you have to spend time fishing and mining. And oh, wait, certain fish don't come out unless you have this bait. Guess you have to go and get certain standing. And oh, you can only get X amount of standing every day. Guess you can't get that fish until 5, 10, 20 days. And oh, you finally got it unless you pay for it. Oh, you finally grinded for it. And oh, you gotta get another fish. And oh, that's gonna take another 5, 10, 15, 20. Like, I get it. They want people to continue to use what they've made, but they have it so you have to keep fucking going. And if you stop at any point, you're fucked. Like, I did a bunch of grinding for one of it. And I'm like, all right, now I want to start getting this little extra bonus shit that just will make me a little stronger. And it's like, I have to do more, literally do more grinding. And it's like, can I just play the game? Can I just not fish or mine so I can have this fun thing? Nope, you have to invest your time, an hour, 2 hours of just doing nothing. And you have to buy a booster to make it faster, or buy this to make it faster. And it's like, come on. I get it. You want people to be playing. You want your worlds to be active. Or you just want people to give up and go, I'm not wasting my time. Here's some money. Come on. This is just annoying. What are you doing? What's going on? I'm not even going to get into some of the recent talking about their mods, because apparently there's a whole bunch of drama with their mods and nepotism and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't have a say in the fight. The only thing I think about it is that it sounds kind of rough. That's all I can say about that. Game-wise, the game plays a lot better. They just dropped an update on consoles where you can shoot and melee, and it's like kind of seamless. Before, you could do like a quick melee attack, but you would still have your gun out. Now it like auto switches to your melee weapon once you melee, so you can like shoot something and then do a sick ass melee combo and then start shooting something again. It's pretty clean what they did, which is nice. But you can add 1 or 2 things to fix things. Like, they just fixed one of their oldest open world, because they made a new one and it was basically head and shoulders way better than the old one. And then they didn't fix the old one until forever because they wanted to ride the hype of the new one. So they just kind of left the old one in the back burner, which is something they do with a lot of things they have in the game. They added this flight system called Arcwing, where you can you can go in space and fly and shoot their little Arcwing guns. More things that you have to grind for, mind you, and it was a fucking disaster. Like, no one liked it. You were bumping into a bunch of fucking shit. It was hard to navigate. It was just bad shooting. The enemies were bad. There was some, like, trying to upgrade the shit just so you can get it and try to mod it out and try to have fun with it. Took forever. It was just a bad day all around. And to be completely honest, no one actually plays those types of missions unless they have to. Or unless it's like they just ignore it because it's just bad. DE has this idea that they like want to put in new systems and just fucking leave it. And then people are like, can you fix this? And they'll fix some things, and then they'll make a new system and ignore the fuck out of the old thing. Or they'll just take it out. There were raids. There were actual raids in Destiny, in Warframe at one point in time. And they took them out. They were buggy as shit, and a lot of people just didn't play it. But there were dedicated people that did play them, and I played some of them from time to time. But they were just like, we're taking them out. We're going to fix them. We'll put them back. And it's been over a year, I think, that they've taken them out. So I don't think they've even touched them. They just took them out and said, go fuck yourself. Here's this new fancy thing we put in. Go play that instead. You're just abandoning everything constantly. and then you're putting in more grind gates, more walls, just so people can't do or play anything, just so people can feel like they need to just buy it and just go away. And they've caught me with that. There were just times where I'd get like a coupon and I'd go, how much of their fucking in-game currency do I have? Fuck it, I'll buy this thing. I don't want to spend 3 hours trying to get this one thing, so then I have to upgrade it for another 3 more hours, so then I can go, oh, I'm gonna go to bed now, I'm fucking tired, I have work tomorrow, I'll use it on another day kind of thing. It's just, no, let me buy it now so I can use it now, and then say, hey, at least I had fun using this thing. I get it, it's a looter shooter, but Jesus Christ, they add things and they don't commit to it. Or they commit because of the hype, and Jesus, the hype is the most annoying thing. They commit to the hype, and then once the hype is gone, they seemingly just drop it and go to the next thing. And I get it. You have to continue to add new things to a looter shooter, especially one like this, or else people will go, this shit's boring. People do it with Destiny. Oh, I have nothing to do. I've grinded everything. It's boring. Give me something. I destroyed this thing that should have taken me a month and a week. Where's the content? So DE does like the opposite, where it's like, here's all this fucking content, now blow me. Oh, we got some new content coming, and people are like, wait, how about this old content? Something's broken here. Nope, we got some new content. We're not worried about that old shit. And it's like, can you not yell at me? And it's like, nope, new content. And it slaps you in the face when it's like, what the hell? Wait, this thing is still broken. And they'll keep broken systems in the game and patch out stuff that quote unquote wasn't intended, or by whatever they feel like wasn't intended. There was like this one Warframe that still can trivialize a certain boss fight that was new at the time. And they decided, oh, this was actually a bug. We just chose to ignore this bug, but now we're not ignoring this bug, which is basically them saying, yeah, we want y'all to struggle with this boss fight that we just put in, and we didn't realize that this quote-unquote bug was going to make it so easy that we're just going to finally do something about it. So that tells me one of two things. One, they don't really care about these bugs and things that affect people.
They really don't.
Unless it will fuck up something that's new for them and potentially make it seem like they added something that was worthless. And unless it's not making them money or making them lose money, they will not focus on it.
Yeah, I think this is a lot of game developers. They'll focus on putting out new content rather than fixing something.
Mm-hmm.
Because if the problem doesn't make them less money or drives players away, they don't fucking care about it.
Yeah, but the moment the quote unquote problem starts making the new thing that they added look like fucking marshmallows, they're like, oh shit, gotta fix this thing.
In that case, they didn't want people to easily grind it. But
the thing is, they nerfed it, and it's still easy to fucking do this shit. Like, they didn't really change much. I mean, I guess that's a good idea for people not being super mad about it, but it's just how they went about it. By literally going, oh, this has always been a bug, we just overlooked it, but now we want to fix it. It's just kind of like, motherfucker, you're only doing it because people are getting stupid amounts of damage on this one thing that you don't want them to have stupid amounts of damage on. And this is like the only thing that it's worth having this stupid ass damage to. Like, you're really gonna be that salty?
I remember I played Warframe. I couldn't. I just found myself, I'm just replaying the same mission for hours straight. Let me put on some music and play with friends. Nope, still falling asleep. Deleting Warframe.
I mean, that's me. Still, like, I'm not gonna lie, literally playing right now, doing the one thing I don't want to do as I'm talking to you about it, because it's like frustrating. Like, I'm literally fishing constantly because I need these parts so I can go and build something. So I'm spending hours to then go build something that's gonna take hours. Then I'm gonna have it, and I'm gonna be like, I don't get to use you. I got work tomorrow. Cool. Thanks, Warframe. You're the best. And I mean, I was fine with that. I'm not gonna say that. Like, even when I like, I've been working since I've been playing, or like playing since I've been working. So it's not even a thing about time, because I was playing this when I had school and I was working, and it's just like, it's just more of the monotonous, tedious, repetitive, boring stuff I don't like to do. Like, I play the same mission. Like, I'll sit in a survival for an hour and have fun, but I don't want to fish for an hour because it just feels boring. The game feel about it is boring. At least in a survival, I'm shooting things, I'm using powers, I'm jumping around, I'm trying not to die, I'm engaged in some way. When I'm just farming for materials in their little open world thing so I can access more of their open world thing, it's just boring. It's just, let me put this spear in this fish, caught the fish. Let me put this laser in this rock, got the mineral. Let me go do this bounty. They have a whole bounty system in this open world, right? And it only like encompasses like a small portion of the map. The rest of the map is like untouched. I mean, that's good and bad. It's good because I can just get these damn bounties done and not worry about it. It's bad because you have all this fucking map for what? This could have been just one small ass hub world and it would have been the same shit. Except it's like, oh, we gotta make an open world and add this new stuff and let's hype it up. Cause fuck, when this first open world came out, they were like, oh, let's jack off to this and get all these people to ride this fucking hype train and get all this shit. Then the second one came out. The first one, they turned around and spread their cheeks majorly. When the second one came out, they spread their cheeks even more, and that frustrated me. I was like, Jesus Christ, it's not that serious. Like, oh, we got all this new cool stuff and blah, blah, blah. The only good thing that they are apparently working on is space battles. That's the only thing I'm waiting for. And that's what some people that I play with are waiting for. Literally said, I'm not playing Warframe until space battles come out. They're gonna have
gonna make it.
They're gonna have like
super
ships.
Grindy.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be shitty. They're gonna give you a shitty basic ship to start, and you're gonna get shit on. And it's just gonna be like, yeah, well, you gotta grind this fish, and you gotta go and get this new material, and it's just like, what the fuck?
You want the best ship? You want to stop getting your dick whacked from all these players that pay?
platinum, or, go fuck yourself. Like, okay. I
guess
I'm gonna go fuck myself.
You want to stop having your pee feel small from all these players that give us money and have the best ship?
Oh, look at all these players that we sponsor. They got all the good shit. Why don't you have it, you fucking pleb?
Like, okay.
Give us some fucking money. Maybe you're not having such a bad time, huh? Dumb fuck.
You stupid bitch. So they added this new thing. They added their own kind of battle pass recently, right?
Oh,
no. It's okay.
Okay.
It's okay, right? But it's still shitty. So they added this new battle pass. Before, what they did is that they would have alerts that popped up, and you can get... Most of it was shitty. They'll give you, like, credits that you can basically walk up and murder a fucking enemy and get that credit amount. And it would be a shorter amount of time than just murder one person and get those credits than doing the mission to get those credits. But sometimes the alerts will have, like, really nice mods, accessories, just resources that you would need, because they had this one resource that literally only came up in alerts. And at the time, they were like, let's build these new weapons and warframes with this new resource that you can only get out of alerts, because go fuck yourself, people. Haha, you stupid bitch. Oh, you weren't playing during this time? Well, go fuck yourself. You don't have that resource because you weren't on at that specific time, dumbass. It's like, okay, you bitch. Why would you do this to me? So what they did instead, they took all the alerts out. They condensed it in their little battle pass, and what they've done is that you get certain things in your battle pass, and one of them are these creds called wolf creds. And with these wolf creds, you can buy all the things and it's like a rotational thing. At least that's what it seems like, because it's like, oh, you have 8 hours to buy these certain things. But it's like a rotational thing where they have certain things in stock that you can buy with your wolf creds. The problem is that they don't, things cost an insane amount of wolf creds. And to get the things that you would need to get with this new system versus just the alerts will take you literal years, because they don't give you enough wolf creds to compensate for the fact that they've taken out alerts. So it's basically a big go fuck yourself, buy this with our in-game currency, you fucking greedy free-to-play bitches.
Okay, well, let's go up to the final topic then.
Yeah, I can go... Oh man, I can go on and on about Warframe, but I'm ready. Let's talk about some battle royales, buddy.
I just want to make a point. I still have a lot more to complain about Kingdom Hearts 3, but I'll say that for later.
Alright, battle royales. Let's get it.
Oh, first off, fuck battle royales. Hate it. Needs to die.
So I'll say I enjoy battle royales because I get to play with people who like battle royales. I think the only battle royale games I like right now are Apex and, to an extent, a Realm Royale. But on the whole, fuck battle royales. I don't fucking care, man. So sick of it. I haven't played Apex in like a week. Fuck it. It's good, but it's like I'm so sick of the same shit. One fight, fourth party, fifth party. Like, okay, you're good. You can shotgun me. Just fuck off. I'm good. Have fun. Thanks. I'll be here all week.
Every battle royale seems to have a shit meta that just makes you not want to play the game.
But that's literally any multiplayer game gets into a fucking meta. But it's just battle royale metas hurt because it's like, the only point to a battle royale is to win, and you do all this shit, and then you fucking lose, and it's like, oh, well, fuck me.
For battle royales, you just play to win, and mathematically, you're not gonna win most of your games. And if you keep losing to the same shit,
I mean, unless you're like a good fucking player, because I know really good players that win most of their games.
But that's a very small percentage of people.
Well, yeah, you have to have, that crew.
If you're like a casual player, which are most.
Yeah, the bots. Those are the people that are feeding those really good players and making their stats higher, yeah.
The average player, I think they're like tired of losing to the same thing in these battle royales that they experience like every game that they play. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why the fuck are cosmetics so expensive?
So, because Fortnite set the fucking standard. Did PUBG set the standard? I think Fortnite set the standard on expensive, really expensive cosmetic items. When people was dropping $20 on one fucking skin, everybody else decided to go, you know what, you're goddamn right, I'm going to have my prices up ridiculously. Plus, people would rather spend money on looking pretty, even though they can't see their own character unless it's a third-person game, than spending money on, like, a weapon or DLC or a map or something, you know? I'd rather spend my shit on fucking cosmetics rather than a new weapon or whatever. So, and the whole loot box gambling thing, people really fucking like to roll the dice and see if they're gonna get the thing that they like and all that bullshit.
And those people are fucking madmen that need to be in jail because
they have the money, man. They're the whales, or they're just really irresponsible. Whichever one you want to say.
I think they're very irresponsible. I wouldn't doubt some rich ass people just throw all their money they can to get everything in battle royale games. I know one person that I used to play Smite with, which was not a battle royale game, but it has a lot of in-game cosmetic shit. Mm-hmm. This motherfucker went went into debt. Thousands of dollars into debt just to own all the cosmetics in that game.
Why would you do that to yourself? Are you a fucking idiot?
Some people just have
I need to have that shiny thing. I must have
it. Every time they talk about that fucking game, they have to point out how much of the shit they own. Like, it matters.
Look how big my dick is. I got all the fancy skins.
Did you pay your bills? Did you pay your bills?
He lives with his mother. It's fine. But
it's all right. I'm in my mother's basement. I have no money for myself. What the fuck?
He's a dirty neckbeard, and he's like, how could someone have a small peepee if they own all this in a video game that's free?
In a fucking video game, especially Smite. That's like
in
me jacking off to like having all like the fucking Overwatch costumes or shit. It's like, what?
Exactly.
Who the fuck cares? It's not. Are you stupid? People are fucking dumb. Like, I wish I had money like that.
It's those kind of people that encourage the developers to keep being shitty because
start doing the dumb shit. Like, it's like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, we can keep being dumbasses. We can still keep doing these things. It's fine. Mm-hmm. We got these fucking whales that don't represent the majority of people. But hey, if this person pays for shit like that, then we can keep doing it.
Like this one guy I played Warframe with, he bought platinum whenever he could. He literally gave platinum to all of his friends,
dude, you don't
including
even know.
me.
You don't even know. So we have this one guy we play with, right? I'll call him Nubs, because that's what we call him. This guy Nubs does not play Warframe anymore. Not nearly as much as like me and everyone else does, right? This man will see that Warframe has new shit out, get on, pay for platinum, and buy some things, and then not play for like months. All the time. Just because he can. Because he's fucking dumb.
And I feel like people do that for Battle Royales. It's like if a Battle Pass comes out, I bet you there are quite a few people that buy the entire Battle Pass right then and there as soon as it comes out.
Yeah.
Just to flex on people.
No, yeah, people do that. People legit go, I have the money to buy this entire Battle Pass. Let me buy it. And my brain just goes, then what's the point? Huh?
Yeah. Like I have John Wick the day one. Yeah, look how better I am.
Oh, man, I remember them day one John Wicks. Oh, my God.
So people are so stupid, and you're encouraging the developers to keep this shit in there as expensive as it is.
Yeah.
It's like, if the community as a whole realize, hey, don't give them your money, then shit will be a lot cheaper, I feel like.
I mean, yeah.
But nah, there's just so many dumbasses with money, or no money, but they still spend it.
Yeah.
Stupid asses. And those people need to be in jail and away from the community. Listen, they don't contribute to society in a positive way. We can get rid of them, right?
Oh my gosh.
Listen, we just need to execute everyone that doesn't help society.
Like a battle royale? Go fuck yourself, God.
Yeah. You clearly don't help breed the human race. Let's just end you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Battle royales, that's a new wave. You're just mad because you're bad at battle.
Listen, you see how I play Realm Royale. I'll destroy entire teams.
Oh,
fucking got 20 kills in a fucking squad game by myself. Also, for anyone who's listening, go play Realm Royale. It's a good battle royale game that I feel like does not have enough players.
It'll never. Apex is the new wave, and people still like Fortnite, and people still like PUBG, and then it's like, in my mind, it's like, right now, it's like Fortnite and Apex are at the very top, then comes PUBG, then comes like H1, then comes whatever random ones that used to exist, then comes Realm Royale.
The culling. The fucking culling.
Yeah, the culling. There was like Radical Heights or something like that. I don't think that exists anymore, but...
I'm not sponsored. We're not sponsored by Realm Royale, but I think it's a pretty good game. It has a lot. I mean, they fixed a lot of stuff. It has some more to fix and some more balancing, but I think it's a pretty good Realm Royale game.
Yeah.
That has unique mechanics that people are stealing and they're calling it original. Like, I think was Realm Royale the first one to have reviving teammates? Because I know Fortnite and Apex didn't have it. Apex wasn't even out when...
Yeah, I think Realm was like... I think they were the innovator of that, because I don't remember that in H1. I don't remember that in PUBG. I know Blackout had a mode where if your teammate survives the circle closing, it'll auto redeploy people back into the fight. but Blackout came after Realm existed.
Yeah,
Did
exactly.
Realm have revives when it first came out?
Yeah, not entirely sure, but I know it was actually in like alpha like a year or two ago. Let's say.
So even if it wasn't when it like exactly came out, it's still, you could still argue that it was like the innovator of that.
Yeah. Also, the whole not being useless when you're down thing is pretty fucking good.
That's actually really good. The fact that you can kite people towards an enemy as the chicken and like just duck and dodge and move around instead of just being a big sack of potatoes on the ground and just die.
Yeah, you're useful until you're like dead, and even when you're dead, you can still come back and be useful.
Yeah, I do like the fact that you can die and get your weapons back on you, because in Apex you have to go back to your death box and grab all your shit.
Suck.
The only problem is that it's like it dupes your shit, so you can just have dupes of shit in Realm Royale versus something like Apex.
I mean,
I don't know how they're going to do it in Fortnite. I hope they do it like Realm in Fortnite. It would only make sense.
Just keep your shit.
Yeah, just keep your shit.
Oh yeah, starting over in Fortnite.
Keeps the fucking, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it keeps the ball going, because if you don't have shit when you come back in Fortnite, it's like, why the fuck even revive me? That's how I feel in Apex, but at least in Apex, I know if my teammates are fighting, I can get a gun from the people they kill.
Realm Royales are a joke and need to stop existing in the whole.
Realm Royales or Battle Royales?
Battle Royales, fuck.
Oh,
Battle Royale. No, Realm Royale, best Battle Royale, but it shouldn't exist still.
I don't know, I think Apex is fine, but even saying that, the Battle Royale genre is just... I was looking for a good third-person shooter, and I just need Titanfall 3 or something. Or like, or just a team deathmatch in Apex, and I'll be like, alright, cool, you know?
I keep looking on the fucking, the stats thing on Realm Royale, and there's like, it keeps showing that there's a team deathmatch stat thing. I was like, are they gonna add that? Yeah, I was like, what is this? Ooh. I have no idea what. I was like, they might eventually add it in, I don't know. But,
who knows? All I know is that I fucking fell asleep trying to play PUBG, hated everything about H1Z1. Fortnite I only played because everyone else did, got good at building, and then they made building trivial, and now building is just the sweatiest thing I've ever seen, and I'm not trying to sweat.
Fucking hated Fortnite building.
Shoot somebody once, they already have a tower above you, and it's just like, I'm not even trying to play this anymore. Like, oh, I'm the better shot, but you have the height advantage, and I lost.
Yeah, the height advantage, you just lose them in a fucking maze of building, and then somehow they get a sight on you and destroy you.
Yeah.
Like,
and everything that I've seen about Fortnite, it's so boring. You get your long gun, you shoot at them, and then you rush them, shotgun, immediate switch to SMG. Okay, next thing. It's like, okay, that's boring. I mean, and the same thing for Apex, where at least at one point in time, all you had were wingmen peacekeepers on console, and there was a decent amount on PC, where it's just like, why would I use any other weapon when the peacekeeper with a certain mod can turn into a fucking railgun and shoot you from like 50 fucking feet, and it's a goddamn shotgun, and the wingman has no disadvantage. Go fuck yourself. Just Battle Royales. Like, I get them, but just... they need to... I don't like this current craze. I'd rather we go back to everyone playing like COD and arguing about COD and Battlefield.
I'd rather have first-person shooter games be the dominant thing again.
Because I love me some Gotham City Imposters. One of my favorite.
They need to make another one, or just bring it to current
It's on
gen.
PC. It's on PC. I've played it recently on PC. It plays fine. It plays the same thing.
They need to bring it back to consoles.
Game was good. No one bought it though. Best $15 I ever spent back in the day. Then it was free to play.
Stupid fun.
It was.
Stupid fucking fun. Yep.
And I felt like nothing about that game pissed me off. Like, nothing made me mad. Everything to me felt balanced.
Yeah.
Everything.
I think the only thing I didn't like is people abuse spawns, but who doesn't abuse spawns in any fucking first-person shooter game?
Yeah, that happened, but it didn't even feel bad. If you were good enough, you can get away and shotgun people.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do. One of my favorite things, because I used to experiment with all the body types, I would take the smallest guy, have him on rollerblades, and have an auto shotty. Whoo!
Oh, man.
That's crazy. Now, if they bring back Gotham City Imposters, it would be Gotham City Realm Royale or Battle Royale or some dumb shit.
It's definitely gonna be. I hate that shit, right? It would be. And oh, man.
It'd be bad. It'd be bad. Or at least they'll have like a Battle Royale mode in it, and I'd just be like, I'm not here for it. That'd be the only mode getting played, and I'd be pissed off. 3 people in team deathmatch. Like, I liked, there was like this kill confirmed mode in Gotham City Imposters that nobody played because everybody just played team deathmatch, and that pissed me off. I was like, come on. There was like a capture the flag kind of mode too, and I thought that was fun.
Yeah.
And nobody fucking played that at all. Like, that shit died immediately. It was just team deathmatch.
Because people don't care. From my experience,
objective-based shit does not get any love.
No one cares about objective-based shit. They just want to kill.
They just want to kill, yeah. Which is why people like Battle Royales, because there's no objective other than killing and winning.
Yeah, it makes their pee-pee feel big. It's like, oh, look at all these kills I got. Look at my KDA. Wow. My pee-pee so big.
Or you get those really sweaty people who are like, look at my building in Fortnite or in Apex. They're like, look at all this damage I did and blah, 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 blah. I got all these kills for all this damage. I'm the best.
Okay. Did you win?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes they do win and they're like, and I won? I'm the best. I got all these wins. I'm the best. I have this one guy who has a bunch of like the number 1 wins. And I'm like, that's fucking good. You got number 1 wins. And then people under him are sweating so hard to try to beat him. It's so sad. Because he's just like, I have a lot of free time. I can fucking do this. No one can get up to me unless I completely stop playing for like 2 weeks. And everyone else is like grinding, calling him a bot, grinding, saying, oh, he's on PlayStation. That's the only reason why he's got blah, 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 blah. Grinding. And he's just like, huh? Relax.
Yeah. I think fucking Battle Royales, like the whole fad of Battle Royales has made gaming community more toxic in a way.
I think more? Than shit like League?
I think more toxic.
But League was in fucking your mother and like on Xbox over COD.
But like, I don't think it was like the whole not the whole gaming community was thinking about that shit. It's like League was in its own corner, and you had your group of FPS shooter gamers, and then everyone else just did their own thing. Now everyone knows what battle royales are, and like what's going on with them, because
I think it's just the nature of the internet in general has kind of made people see a lot more toxicity.
Probably.
And a lot of toxic people are fucking loud.
Yeah, that is also true. And it doesn't help that fucking news outlets are covering it constantly because it's the hot craze and they want millennial or gamers to fucking read their news articles.
They'll either talk positively when they want to make money off of it, or negatively when they want to make money off of it, or ratings or whatever.
Yeah,
that's a whole different discussion that we could have on another time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should wrap it up though. You gotta go.
Oh, yeah, I got some things to do today.
Yeah, you gotta go be a grown-up and hang out with your grown-up friends.
Yeah, and drink some alcohol. Get some alcohol in my system and eat some food.
Adult juice. Yeah.
My adult beverages.
Okay, well, thank you to whoever has listened to this podcast.
It's probably incoherent as hell. Sound like we're both drunk already and we haven't drank a sip and you don't even drink.
I always sound drunk even though I hate alcohol.
For good reasons. I should hate it too for good reasons. I nearly died on multiple occasions, but that's a story for another time.
That's a story for another time. Thank you everyone for listening to Always Angry and Yelling. This has been Robert and my co-host
Kwesi.
Thank you for listening.